For this lab, you will need a spectrometer, 15 milliliter test tubes, copper sulfate concentration, a scale, disposable basket, a funnel, distilled water, a vortex, a calculator, weigh boats, transfer pipettes, micropipettes, gloves, eye protection, markers, graduated cylinder, micropipette tips, cuvettes, weigh paper, and a balance. Next, put on your protective equipment. This includes a lab coat. Oh yeah, that's a nice lab coat. Look at that. That's great. It includes a lab coat, gloves, and eye protection. Oh yeah, looking cool. Next, turn on your scale. And then tear your scale. Yeah, that's it. Next, measure out the proper amount of copper sulfates. Remove the proper amount of copper sulfate from your scale and add it to a test tube. Once inside the test tube, fill up to 5 milliliters with distilled water. Make sure you use distilled water. Then label your test tube. When writing on it, it's important to get frustrated because you can't find a spot to write on the test tube. And then calmly turn it and find a nice spot to write the proper information. Look at that. That's easy, right? Once your test tube is labeled, close it. Close it tightly. Invert it and vortex it. Then set it aside for use in the spectrometer. Make sure you have all of it out of frame. Alright, one more try. Yeah. Congratulations. You have completed the first steps. Now you need to redo it 3 times using 0.25 grams, 0.5 grams, and 1.5 grams of copper sulfate. Alright, next for the big boy, the chunky boy, the spectrometer. You need to set your spectrometer to 590. Wait, it's missing a number. Wow, this lousy machine doesn't have number. That's crazy. Let's just put that button on there. Boom, press it. 590, we did it. Set that back down. We're insane. Next, put 1 milliliters of your solution into a cuvette. Place it into the spectrometer. And start it to find the absorbency of your solution. Collect your data from the spectrometer. It's on the left, right there. Yeah, right there. It says data right there. That's it. Good job. Make sure to clean out your tubes and cuvettes to avoid contamination. Next, zero your scale with your weigh boat on it. We're not going to tear it because we've already done that before. Measure out the proper amount of copper sulfate. Then transfer it to a test tube. Fill the test tube with distilled water so that it reaches 5 milliliters. Label the test tube with the percentage of concentration, the date, your initials, and of course, a smiley face. Invert the test tube, vortex it, and set it aside for later. You're done again. Yeah, nice job. So you need to continue this process until you've done it with a 1% solution, 8%, and 15%. Transfer 1 milliliters of this solution to your cuvette. Nice job. Look at that. Set the spectrometer to 590. It looks like it's already set there, but yeah, do it again. Add your cuvette to the spectrometer and start it. Collect and process your data into a table, making sure to write down absorbency and concentrations. Make sure to thoroughly clean everything to avoid contamination. Look at that, it sparkles like new. Remember, when working with micropipettes in this lab, use microliters. Speaking of which, make sure to add 0.5 milliliters of stock solution to 5 milliliters of water. Add water to fill it to 5 milliliters. Make sure when setting your pipette, you use the dial to set it to the proper number based on what the procedure indicates. Transfer 1 milliliter of your solutions to your cuvette. Place your cuvette in your spectrometer. Start it and record your results. Thank you. I had a whole lot of fun making this. It did take a long time, but it was fun. And yeah, I look forward to doing more projects like this later. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.